Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. It is TheNewSam coming at you today with a Kamen Rider toy review. This is a review I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm glad to finally be able to. From Bandai Japan, we have the Super Best Henshin Belt reissue of Kamen Rider Double's DX Double Driver. So here's the box for the Double Driver, pointing out that it does in fact come with all 6 of Double's main Gaia memories. As such, on the top it's got a shot of the various different forms that it can take. It's got some nice green chrome stuff up here. Coming around the side, we've got Cyclone Joker, Heat Metal, and Luna Trigger. On the back, how to use the belt and what each memory does form-wise, as well as calling out the maximum drive slot and all that other fun stuff. On the other side, we got just a nice shot of Cyclone Joker. And on the bottom, a shot of all the memories. Onto the belt itself, here we have the Double Driver. Nice detailing all around. Got the belt strap all collapsed up on me here. Maximum drive slot. And the buckle. The buckle itself, very cool. I really like the paintwork on it. It's got some nice metallic red, silver, a little bit of gold for the Joker side of things. Well, Joker, Trigger, and, metal, but still. Some nice gloss black. A really bitchin' little clear plastic bit down here with what appears to be either frosted or partially silver painted clear plastic on the inside. I can't quite tell. I'd have to take it apart to find out what it really is. A couple of clear plastic windows on the slots here, and opens just like this, making both sides move at once. They do move. They don't move independently of each other. They move together. The belt buckle itself detaches here, clips in there. It doesn't detach on this side. You can pull it out from here. In fact, it came like that. But anyway, once it's in there pretty good. Back of the belt continues Bandai's trend of having all manner of crazy mechanical details on the back of the belt, which is a part you're not really going to be looking at. Detailing on the maximum drive slot itself. Very nice. Got nice little wires running down here. A nice W there on the button. And as previously stated, unlike the original, which came with the Cyclone, Heat, Luna, and Joker memories, the Super Best has the added bonus of coming with Metal and Trigger. So, we've seen the belt and we've seen the memories. Shall we see what they do? Let's start with the classic. 2 standby noises because each memory makes its own noise. And both lights fade in for a brief period of time, making a nice little blended light effect there, and they kind of turn off after a couple seconds. Very cool. I love the fact that each memory makes its own individual sounds through its own speakers, so you can have overlapping sound effects, something that's missing from a lot of belts. That was the base double form. Let's go for the next one. Again, a nice overlapping of sounds and lights. Last of his main forms. Definitely by comparison to that yellow light, the blue of trigger is really overwhelming, but still, very cool. So with the main forms out of the way, shall we do some variations? And as an added bonus, of course, it works with any other Gaia memories that you might have on hand. So, let's give this one a try, shall we? Good old skull. Of course, anybody who's watched Kamen Rider Double knows that that's not where the fun with Gaia memories ends, because we still have the maximum drive slot. Using any of the memories included with the belt, you can initiate a maximum drive attack, although some work better than others. We'll start with Cyclone. You get a charge-up sound, and then by hitting the W, you get your attack noise. Now, one thing I've noticed is that this belt is recycling a couple of sounds from Kabuto. For example, the sound of pulling a Gaia memory out is the same sound of, if I recall correctly, pulling the Kabuto Zector off the belt. And the very beginning of Cyclone, Luna, and Heat's charge-up sounds for their maximum drives is the same start as the cast-off for Kabuto. Anyway, up next, probably the most used one. Now this one, because it was meant to be used with the metal shaft, when you initiate the maximum drive, you actually get a sound of a staff weapon whirling. and then an appropriate attack sound afterward. Finally, we have... Now this one, just like Skull, with which I covered in my Skull review, because it's meant to be used with a roleplay gun, the same as the Skull Magnum, this does not have its own attack sound, as the sound is made by the gun that it originally came with. So just like with the Skull Memory, all we're going to get is a click, but we still get our charge-up sound, so... And man, is that high-pitched. Whew. Like I said, just like with Skull, just a click. And why not Skull while we're here? I mean, we already know we'll get the click, but hey. Still. So this concludes my review of the Super Best Henshin Belt DX Double Driver. All in all, this is a really great belt. I'm really glad to have it. Doubles belt is probably about my second favorite rider belt ever. First being Decade's belt, and that's why it's the first one that I ever got. I may get around to doing a review of that one eventually, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, really happy that this version came with all 6 memories. Also happy that this one is not the Korean version, because if anybody's watched any reviews of the Korean version, I just can't stand the sound of those memories. I mean, you know, that's the kicker right there. You know, not Lunar. But anyway, I probably did a terrible impression of that. I don't really care. Plus, the best thing is, it was reasonably inexpensive to get a hold of. You know, by comparison to what has been going for on eBay. I've seen the original release of the Japanese Double Driver go for upwards of $215 on eBay before, and that's absolutely atrocious. This one I got for shipped, it was about $130, which I can live with. It's still a bit high in my opinion, but I can live with it. If anybody can find this thing for that price or cheaper, and they're a big fan of Double or just a big fan of Kamen Rider in general, or they want to get started on a Gaia memory collection, go for it. These things are incredibly awesome. I really do enjoy it, and it comes highly recommended by me. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you again whenever I have something else cool to review. Actually, that's a lie. I've got a lot of cool stuff to review, so I'll be looking at all that sometime in the near future, now that I've got my camera issues sorted out, and we'll catch you guys next time.